Scorpio, welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. This is going to be your week ahead spread. Scorpio can be your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus. Anywhere you have Scorpio in your chart, you might check into this reading and grab something from it. And that's my hope and my prayer. So I have the Tarot of Secrets. We're going to do a week ahead spread. Scorpio, I am a Scorpio. So I love to do these readings because I like to find out if there's something that I need to know that is too many. So I'm just putting those back. This is a brand new deck and it's very sticky, and that was a group of them. So I'm just looking for 4 cards for you, Scorpio. Just putting in the message to the cards, the intention for the highest, purest forms of love and light for you. So one more shuffle through, and then I'm just going to start laying cards down. Scorpio, thank you for being here. The first card out is the 9 of Coins, Queen of Swords, Ace of Vases or Cups. This is very positive, by the way. And the Hierophant, card number 5, Major Arcana. And so we'll jump in. First card is going to be the energy for the week. So this is the message for you. This can apply for the week ahead, the week behind, however you like to get your messages. Just be open-minded. 9 of Coins is the energy for you, and that says mind your pocketbook and take note of the fact that you are doing really well. You are paying your bills. You're trying to take care of your health. You are anything to do with the physical reality. You're minding your business and you're standing on business and you are doing really good at it. There's a big complementary energy here for you, Scorpio, that you're an independent kind of badass and you're handling things really well. Like I said, you're paying your bills, you're minding your health, you're going to work, you're getting there on time. You're doing well at work, you're doing well at home, you're doing well with your family. 9 of Coins is like, I'm giving you a round of applause, is kind of what this is coming out as, okay? So the energy of the week is, Scorpio, you're doing a good job. Keep up the good work. And then we need to talk about your obstacles, what you should be letting go of, what you need to release. It's not serving you anymore, and it's the Queen of Swords. And this is an interesting card to come out for Scorpio because you have that stinger in your tail. And, you kind of cruise along in life and you're not looking for trouble. You're not trying to start fights, but people have things to say or people are going to come against you because here's what I think. You're confident. You stand strong, you stand tall, you try to do the best you can do, and it ruffles people's feathers on occasion. And when they come for you or they come at you or they have something to say about that, you can come out of left field with that stinger tail of yours and you can sting them. And I just don't think Scorpio looks for fights. But I think that Scorpio will fight if they're backed into a corner. If somebody is persisting and coming after you, I think that you will have something to say. The Queen of Swords is portrayed as the Ice Queen. There's not a lot of feelings. In fact, there's probably 0 feelings associated with her. It's feminine energy, and it is very standing on business, but with words and facts and figures and logistics. It's not emotional. Scorpio, you're a water sign. You're always kind of attributed as a water fire sign because Mars was your ruling planet, and that's the god of war. So I know that you have some fight in you, some spice in you, which is why Spicy Sunflower Tarot. But this is your obstacle. And this is what I was trying to get to the point of speaking your mind and saying to people, everything you've wanted to say to them. It's almost like I get the feeling you're just really glad that somebody started shit with you, because you can't wait to tell them about themselves. You can't wait to give them a piece of your mind, Queen of Swords. You can't wait to put them in their place. It's almost just like I said, you're not starting shit, but you're also not going to let somebody start shit with you. And if they do, you're going to bring out your artillery. And I just mean in the way of like intelligent conversation. You're going to have points to make, you're going to have points to prove, but this is showing up as an obstacle. So I want you to be careful. I want you to be careful of your tongue. I want you to mind your tongue. I want you to be a little bit more drawn back with your sword than walking in with your sword front and center. Just keep it tucked in your belt. You don't need to walk around. Your sword is your truth. Your sword is your words. Your sword are your thoughts. One of my favorite quotes that I've held on to for all these years is, not everything I think needs to be said. And not everything that needs to be said by me. I don't know who wrote that. If you know who wrote that or where it came from, I'd love to hear the origin. But that really comes shining through for Queen of Swords here as your obstacle. Just be aware of your words and how you use them and how you communicate this week, because you could be a little sharp-tongued. I should have just said it like that. The Ace of Cups is your blessing. And this is what you have to focus on. This is beautiful. This is a new love offer. This is a new romantic beginning for you. This is, if it's not with another person, it's with yourself. It's like for the first time in your life, Scorpio, you are seeing what you bring to the table, who you are, what you are, and you're proud. I love that you've got the 9 of Coins and the Ace of Cups, because if this is self-love, you're very proud of yourself and your accomplishments. But you also are learning to love yourself. If not for the first time, then you are learning to love yourself right now, this week. I think something is going to happen that's going to give you a sense of pride and love, and it's a new beginning for you. It's a new beginning of your heart, of your emotions, of your feelings. This is your blessings. Excuse me, and that sneeze, that's an exclamation point on that for you. Excuse me. The message from Spirit. Now, Spirit can be God, universe, angels, your higher self, your spirit guides, whatever you attribute Spirit to. This is a message from Spirit. It's the Hierophant. Now, this is the Pope of the tarot deck. Out of all 78 cards, the Pope shows up here as your message from Spirit. And this is knowledge. This is your belief systems. This is your who you are. What makes you who you are? What do you subscribe to? What do you believe? It's dogma. It can be spiritual dogma. It can be your spirituality in general. It can be, this can be attributed to any higher learned person. It can be a yoga teacher. It could be a counselor. It could be a pope, a minister, a priest, a pastor. They're showing up here as your message from Spirit. So what it makes me feel like is you're going to have a spiritual teacher enter your world. Somebody that is going to give you some really wonderful messages, something that you can hang your hat on, something that will bless your life, something that will be good for you. It's like, I don't know about you, but I love a good, meaningful message, something that I can really sink my teeth into and explore it and devour it and learn more about it. That's the Hierophant, very much so. So something's going to come along this week and bless your life with its message, its advice, or its teaching. Let's clarify. Why is the 9 of Coins here for Scorpio? as the energy of the week. Why is this independent, self-sufficient, you've got it made kind of energy showing up as Scorpio's energy of the week? We have the King of Swords. We have a divine pair on the table here. So soulmates, kind of Queen of Swords, King of Swords. The King of Swords is blessing your opportunities, your self-sufficiency. And the King of Swords is everything I said about the Queen of Swords times 10, because the King of Swords takes action. The Queen of Swords thinks these things and isn't afraid to give you a piece of her mind. But the King of Swords does it diplomatically, very strategically, very logistically. And this is your clarification for the Nine of Pentacles, is whatever it is that you're doing to succeed and take care of yourself and do well in your life, keep doing it and speak your mind. That doesn't mean you have to hurt people's feelings. Speak your mind. Let people know what you think, how you feel, that you are planning to do A, B, and C, and that's that. You have the ability to speak your truth. This is showing up as the obstacles, and that almost kind of means that it's the Queen of Swords in reverse. So the Queen of Swords in the upright is a positive energy, but when they're showing up here as an obstacle, that can be shooting daggers at people. And like I said, wanting to give people a piece of your mind and being, cold and detached from any feelings or emotions. Let's clarify. Why is the Queen of Swords here? The King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, they're positive energies in the upright, in the original sense. So Queen of Swords is in your obstacles, what we need to let go of. And it's clarified by the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is inquisitive and learning and investigating, and it's clarifying the Queen of Swords. So I think what it's saying is you are being a little bit too nosy. It's an obstacle. You are taking deep dives into rabbit holes that aren't serving you. Page of Swords is a student. They are learning things. They're investigating, but it's an obstacle. And so it says you're doing it too much. You're going overboard with it. You are learning things, getting too much information under your belt. And I think that's probably why it's clarifying the Queen of Swords, because it gives you like a sense of, I have ammunition. I've learned this, and now I'm going to go out in the world. And if people come at me, I'm going to come at them, because I've got all this information under me. I know what I'm talking about. So don't come for me. It's a very defensive is what it feels like. So a sense of defensiveness is an obstacle for you this week, Scorpio. Your blessings. Let's get to that Ace of Cups. That's really beautiful. It can be a love offer from someone, or it can be, for the first time in your life, loving yourself. Why is that Ace of Cups here for Scorpio? And it's the Page of Pentacles. So again, it's that student energy, because you're learning about yourself and you're learning about your strengths. You're learning about what makes you who you are, where you get your oomph from. You're getting this inside scoop on yourself. I don't know if you're involved with a counselor, or if that Hierophant is coming to mind. And so if you are spending time with someone who's helping you to love yourself, this Page of Pentacles, that makes a lot of sense, because it feels like you are learning about your strengths, your weaknesses, and your heart. And I think it just feels like you're learning to love yourself for the first time in your life. Why is the Hierophant here for Scorpio? Why is the Hierophant here for Scorpio? And it's the Knight of Swords. So now we have the trio here. We've got the King, the Queen, and the Knight. Oh, and the page. That's the whole family. All the swords are here. All the sword family, royalty suit. But the Knight of Swords is someone that moves towards communication, moves towards communication, conversation, comprehension. This is information gathering. This is information gathering, and then taking what we've learned over here and wanting to put it to use, put it out into the real world. So the Hierophant is being clarified by the Knight of Swords, meaning that whatever it is that you're learning from somebody wise and experienced, the Hierophant, your spiritual beliefs, your spiritual teachers, somebody at yoga class, or your counselor, your therapist, they share something with you, and you're going to take it out into the world and apply it. I think that's really cool. So it could be a good friend. Somebody shares some information with you this week, and it is a message from spirit. It's not going to be taken lightly. You're going to feel like it's profound, and that it changes maybe a view of yourself or your view of others. But this is a beautiful reading. I'm going to grab the oracle cards. This is the Whispers of Lord Ganesha, and this is going to be just a quick, sweet message for Scorpio. They're usually one word or a small phrase, but they're very powerful. Look at that. Sustenance. Card number 7. Card number 7. 7 is a message of prosperity, abundance. I'm sorry. 7 is withdrawal, contemplation, metaphysics. So it really brings me back to that Hierophant. But sustenance is about what feeds you, what sustains you, what keeps you going, what gets you going, and then what keeps you there. Sustenance is knowing what you need to exist. So very much again about that 9 of Pentacles. You're surviving in this world, and you're doing it on your own. You're sustaining yourself. This is awesome. Scorpio, thank you for being here. I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube, and your likes and your follows, your subscribes and your shares, your comments, always welcome. Thank you. Be blessed. Be well.